Some say the strongest people carry scars you can't see. But how can you tell? These 11 shocking traits expose the surprising ways extreme suffering reshapes a person. Are you brave enough to uncover the truth? Stay tuned and hit that subscribe button for more eye-opening content. Number 1. Gift of profound empathy. People who have faced intense hardships often develop a profound sense of empathy that goes beyond the ordinary. They don't just hear what someone is saying, they feel it. It's as if they can sense another person's pain through a simple change in tone, a fleeting expression, or even a slight shift in posture. This heightened sensitivity can feel like both a gift and a curse. On one hand, it allows them to connect with others on a deeply emotional level, offering comfort and understanding in ways others can't. But on the other hand, it can also make them vulnerable to absorbing the pain of those around them, feeling emotions that aren't even theirs to carry. Imagine walking into a room and immediately sensing the tension, the sadness, the unspoken struggles, all without a single word being exchanged. This is the reality for those with profound empathy. It's a constant emotional radar, always scanning, always picking up on the undercurrents that others might miss. But while this empathy can be exhausting, it also fosters connections that are genuine and meaningful, allowing them to become a source of comfort and support for those in need. Number 2. The urge to keep everyone happy. For those who have endured relentless hardship, the desire to keep everyone around them happy can become almost an obsession. It's not just about being nice or polite, it's a deeply rooted need to protect others from the kind of pain they've experienced. They become the peacemakers, the fixers, the ones who go out of their way to make sure no one is uncomfortable, hurt, or distressed. But this urge to keep everyone happy can also backfire. It can lead to neglecting their own needs, sacrificing their own well-being just to maintain peace. Some might even develop what psychologists call a savior complex, where they feel responsible for rescuing others from their problems. They take on the emotional burdens of those around them, often at the expense of their own mental and emotional health. It's a cycle. They try to prevent others from feeling pain, but in doing so, they end up carrying even more pain themselves. And while they may believe they are helping, they're also depriving themselves of the chance to heal and rest. The challenge for them is learning that it's okay to say no, to set boundaries, and to remember that they can't save everyone. And that's perfectly okay. Number 3, a guarded heart. When life has dealt too many blows, building emotional walls can feel like the safest option. It's a defense mechanism, a way to protect a heart that's already been wounded too many times. For those who have suffered too much, being guarded isn't about being cold or distant. It's about self-preservation. They've learned the hard way that trusting too easily can lead to betrayal, disappointment, or even more pain. So they keep people at arm's length, letting them in just enough to maintain a connection, but not enough to risk getting hurt again. This guarded nature can make them seem aloof, indifferent, or even unapproachable. But underneath those walls is a heart that still longs for connection, love, and trust. They crave intimacy, but the fear of being hurt again holds them back. It's a constant push and pull, the desire to let people in versus the instinct to keep them out. And while those walls may provide temporary protection, they can also become a prison, isolating them from the very connections that could help them heal. The journey for them is learning to slowly open up again, to take small steps toward vulnerability, and to trust that not everyone is out to hurt them. Number 4, the need for solitude. After enduring chaos, conflict, and emotional turmoil, solitude becomes more than just a preference. It becomes a necessity. For those who have suffered too much, alone time is a sanctuary, a place where they can finally exhale, decompress, and reconnect with themselves. It's not about pushing people away. It's about finding a space where they can hear their own thoughts without the noise of the world around them. They might retreat to quiet places, take long walks alone, or spend hours reading, journaling, or simply sitting in silence. This time alone allows them to process their emotions, sort through their thoughts, and regain a sense of inner calm. But while solitude can be healing, it can also be misunderstood. Others might see it as isolation, withdrawal, or even antisocial behavior, when in reality, it's a way of nurturing a weary soul. The challenge is balancing that need for solitude with the need for connection, finding ways to recharge alone while still maintaining meaningful relationships with others. Number 5, craving stability and safety. When life has been a constant roller coaster of chaos and unpredictability, the desire for stability can become almost overwhelming. People who have suffered too much often crave routines, structure, and predictability. It's their way of creating a sense of control in a world that once felt completely uncontrollable. They might meticulously plan their days, stick to familiar routines, or avoid spontaneity just to maintain a sense of order. For them, stability isn't just about feeling secure, it's about feeling safe. Unpredictable situations can trigger old memories of past chaos, making them anxious or even fearful. That's why they cling to routines, schedules, and plans. It's their way of creating a buffer against the unexpected. But while routines can be comforting, they can also become restrictive, preventing them from embracing new experiences or opportunities. The key for them is learning that while routines can provide comfort, stepping outside of their comfort zone can also lead to growth, healing, and unexpected joy. Number 6, overthinking and over-preparing. When someone has been blindsided by life too many times, overthinking becomes a way to feel in control. They analyze every detail, plan for every possible scenario, and prepare for the worst, just in case. This constant mental rehearsal can be exhausting, as their minds never seem to rest. They replay conversations, rethink decisions, and second-guess their every move, fearing that one wrong step could lead to more pain. But while overthinking can feel like a way to prevent future pain, it can also rob them of the present moment. They're so focused on what could go wrong that they miss what's going right. And while being prepared is a valuable skill, there's a fine line between preparedness and paranoia. Learning to let go, even just a little, can be terrifying for them, but it can also be incredibly freeing. Number 7, the silent strength of resilience. Resilience is often seen as a loud, visible trait, the person who bounces back, who fights against all odds. But for those who have suffered too much, resilience is often quieter, more subtle. It's not about bouncing back. It's about getting up day after day, even when every part of them wants to stay down. It's the single parent who keeps showing up for their kids, even when they're exhausted. It's the person who continues to attend therapy, even when it feels like they're making no progress. It's the one who keeps going, even when life feels unbearably heavy. This kind of resilience isn't glamorous or inspirational. It's gritty, raw, and relentless. It's the kind of strength that doesn't seek applause, only survival. The traits of those who have suffered too much are often hidden beneath a calm, composed exterior. They've learned to mask their pain, to carry their burdens quietly, and to keep moving forward no matter what. But beneath that surface lies a heart that has been through more than most can imagine. Each trait, from profound empathy to fierce independence, tells a story of pain, survival, and silent strength. It's a testament to their resilience and ability to keep going, even when the world seems to be falling apart around them. Think about the person who always seems to be the strong one, the one everyone goes to for advice or comfort. They're always ready to help, to listen, to give, and to protect. But what about their pain? What about their moments of weakness? Often these individuals are the ones who need support the most, but they're too busy carrying everyone else's burdens to ask for help themselves. They've been the rock for so many people, but who's the rock for them? Consider the individual who keeps everyone happy, the one who avoids conflict at all costs. On the outside, they may seem easygoing, agreeable, and kind-hearted, but on the inside, they're battling the overwhelming fear of being a burden, of causing discomfort or conflict. They'll put on a smile, laugh at jokes they don't find funny, and say yes when they really want to say no, all to maintain peace. But what happens when they're alone? Do they feel seen, heard, or valued? Or are they drowning in the silence of their own unspoken needs? Solitude becomes their sanctuary, not because they want to be alone, but because it's the only place they feel truly safe. In the quiet moments, they can finally hear themselves think, process their emotions, and breathe without the weight of others' expectations pressing down on them. But solitude can also become a trap. The longer they stay in that space, the harder it becomes to let others in. It's a delicate balance between finding peace within and shutting out the world completely. And if you see these traits in yourself or someone you know, remember that they are not signs of weakness. They are signs of incredible strength. Healing takes time, but so does recognizing just how far you've already come.